This is the story of many such women belonging to the West Godavari district. Hailing from a poorest of poor families, they had to fight for their survival and existence. Economic and social pressures bogged them down and even denied the very right to live a life of freedom. Due to low income levels, they had no savings or borrowing power to sustain rough weathers. These are not exceptions. Rather, there were lakhs of such poor women who never came under any umbrella in those days. In some cases, they were pushed to the wall and forced to pledge their belongings for meager amounts and fall into a debt trap that used to lead them to dead ends. Dawn seemed to be impossible for them. But the much-needed social change and support system was on the rise. The genesis of SHG movement in 1997 came as a savior. The model of self-help group, which became the combined strength of many women, came as a boon to tackle economic poverty and social issues. What started as the Dwakra scheme in the state for women saw a sea of change and evolution from 1997 till date in the district.
బాధతో అలా ఉండేదని తప్పనిచ్చి ఎవరికేం చెప్పుకునేదాన్ని కదండి. అట్లా మన సంఘాల్లోకి వచ్చిన తర్వాత అలా కలిసి సమైక్యలు ఏర్పడిన తర్వాత ఎలాంటి ధైర్యం రావడం జరిగిందండి.
The concept of a group of 10 women forming a SHG and inculcate a compulsive habit of savings to create a common pool of fund for their own requirements was a favorite among them. But setting aside money at a time where every rupee was dearest to survive was not that easy. So the easiest scheme was devised to suit their needs best. Each woman was supposed to save rupees 1 per day. So 10 women save rupees 10 per day. The entire group saves rupees 300 per month and rupees 3,600 per annum. The incentive to save for them was that those in need or urgency could avail loan from the common pool on a returnable basis. Because of the power of a group, financial discipline was inbuilt in the mechanism for recoveries and timely rotation of the funds from one member to the other. The government then added the much needed support by way of allocating 25,000 revolving fund for each group that maintained their credentials well for a minimum period of 6 months. This extra help instilled confidence in the women about the SHG model, and more women started to join. With financial discipline in place, it was time to establish a solid framework and network of women across the cross-section of the district. To bring more control and growth, these SHGs were then structured from the grassroots level. With a representation of one member from every SHG, a village federation was formed with a minimum of 30 members, thereby constituting a village Samakhya. Then up the ladder at the Mandal level, a Mandal Samakhya, and higher up at the district level, a Jilla Samakhya bodies were formed to unite the several SHGs and monitor them at various levels. The progress is clearly seen. Now with the structure in place, it was required to support their skills and abilities by funding micro and small enterprises which they wished to do all their lives but could not even dream about due to a wobbly social system. Women then branched out with ideas of home-based businesses that gave them time, resources and control over production and monitoring. The district administration took pains to convince the banks and financial institutions to recognize such groups for financial aid. These banks were otherwise not ready to fund such small amounts and to individual women without sufficient references and background check. The SHG network and their audited records provided sufficient background check for financial institutions to come forward with their assistance. The NABARD refinance scheme and the World Bank project came in at the right time to strengthen the arms of the administration to exert full force and build this network into a huge, self-reliant and self-sustaining system. A bank linkage system was formed to identify SHGs based on parameters such as active rotation and seniority. Upon the linkage being established, the bank started to give a 1:4 funding. The women were overwhelmed to see this day come through, and several small units mushroomed in no time. The borrowed funds were put to good use very soon. The district annual target was 596.85 crores with 21,603 SCGs to be covered, and the achievement was 710.03 crores, the benefit being percolated to 28,837 SCGs with a 119% success rate. When the group average finance for the state was 2.41 lakhs, West Godavari district achieved an average of 2.46 lakhs per group. All said and done, the key to a sustainable lending was held in the repayment and collection of borrowed funds in time. This would help in maintaining a healthy rotation of funds. So special care and focus was on those grey areas where members could not repay or have stopped performing. Regular review meetings have been conducted by the district collector with all bank coordinators on every Monday on NPAs and overdues. The district's non-performing accounts percentage was 5.04, being the third best position in the state. As funds started to flow in from various banks and institutions, regular monitoring and audit became a must. Today, a mobile accounting system is being implemented that is easy and user-friendly for women to upload their expenditure statements through mobile phone on a daily basis. Till 2003 and 2004, the number of SHGs covered is 22,300 and the amount financed was 106.54 crores. After 2003 and 2004 till date, the number of SHGs covered is 61,479 and the amount financed is 3,520.25 crores, which constitutes 97% growth compared to the previous years. Similar to the bank linkages, the SHG network came in handy for the district administration to implement other government welfare schemes too.
సోషల్ సెక్యూరిటీకి సంబంధించి జిల్లా సమాఖ్య ఆధ్వర్యంలో కాల్ సెంటర్ అనేది రన్ చేసుకుంటారు.
The demise of any person in the family of a SHG member is reported to the call center. In turn, the call center informs the Bima Mitra at the Mandal. The Bima Mitra, along with 2 other SHG members, form a team to conduct the verification process. The verified documents are scanned and uploaded to the said site by the accounts officer at the Mandal Samakhya for further processing. The Jilla Samakhya then provides an emergency fund of Rs 5,000 to the deceased family, which is credited into the Bima Mitra's account. The Bima Mitra is provided with an ATM card for quick access of funds, and she in turn disburses the payment to the surviving members of such family. The balance eligible amount is disbursed in due course of time after all approvals. The Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana, the AABY and the JBY insurance schemes in the period of 2008 and 2012, 3.38 lakh persons were covered with 11,897 claims disbursed with a total amount of 35.94 crores paid. The Community Managed Health and Nutrition Project is a comprehensive package of community-based interventions which include nutrition cum daycare center. 159 centers have been established in 6 mandals, covering the backward tribal areas and the fisherman mandals too. Each center is given a grant of Rs 3 lakh for self-sustainability.
ప్రతి ఎన్డీసీసీలోనూ కూడా 4 స్పీర్ హెడ్ టీమ్ అనే మెంబర్స్ ఉంటారు. 2 గ్రామ సంఘం సభ్యులు, 1 హెల్త్ యాక్టివిస్ట్ మరియు వంటాయా.
These funds are used for rotation among the members to generate overhead costs. The funds are utilized to buy basic equipments and daily groceries to run the kitchen at these centers. A master trainer monitors the programs at these centers, such as training sessions to pregnant women on health care using video lessons and other demonstration material. Weighing machines, height measurement scale, etc. are provided to the centers for regular health checkups and programs. Registers are maintained for mother and child health records, regular attendance, and money collected from members. A balanced diet structure is followed from the guidelines provided, and thereby breakfast, lunch, and dinner are provided to members who are pregnant, lactating, and their infants too. Each member utilizing this facility contributes Rs 10 per day for the service. 1,717 members have benefited in total, with 399 pregnant women, 523 lactating, and 804 children. The development and welfare activities grew beyond just funding and loans. The SHG network was very effective in implementing out-of-the-box ideas and has supported the district administration in effectively achieving goals in unconventional areas such as paddy procurement, dairy milk production, Lace Park initiatives, as a further support to not only the SHG women but to ensure that the benefit reaches to the marginal farmers through them. The honesty, reliability, and sincerity of SHG women helped them to scale new peaks in the last 2 years. Their understanding of the system and its benefits so as to mobilize the farmers to utilize paddy procurement centers percolated fully in the recent years. SHG women have played a crucial role in procurement of milk by weathering a stiff competition from private dairies. Training in various aspects of running dairy, from raising buffaloes to handling village milk procurement centers and bulk milk chilling units, has helped them to prove that they are second to none. The project was conceived with an outlay of Rs 18.21 crore to harness natural and human resources and usher in the white revolution in the district. The project plans to integrate all the milk routes in 27 mandals by establishing a bulk milk chilling units in 21 mandals, which were not covered by the Andhra Pradesh Dairy Development Cooperative Federation. The central government has sanctioned Rs 10 crore, while the state government's contribution is Rs 6.68 crore, and the remaining amount is drawn from the MP LADs, ACDP and Jilla Parishad funds. The major objective of the project is to promote small-scale dairy enterprise, ensure minimum support price MSP, provide employment to SHG women, generate income to Mahila Samakhyas, stress the importance of perennial green fodder, training on clean milk production and animal management. Lace Park has been established at the center of its tradition, Narsapur. 220 villages, 100 primary mutually aided cooperative societies, 3,119 self-help groups, and 29,459 stakeholding artisan members and 14 mandals have been covered under this Lace Park initiative. It is a comprehensive cluster development scheme. The central government has sanctioned 83 crores to 9 special project vehicles, SPVs, to implement the growth plan in Narsapur. The Narsapur Mega Cluster Project of the Ministry of Textiles has come up with a vision to build Narsapur as a preferred global sourcing destination for a diversified range of high-quality and exquisite handcrafted crochet lace products. The key objectives of this project is to increase the turnover of the cluster, to generate additional livelihood opportunities, and infrastructure development and marketing facilities. Lace Park, the one and only such initiative in the country. Capacity building and training was the key to bring such dynamic changes. With some women making considerable profits and others achieving a minimum support profit margin, the system in West Godavari had yielded fabulous results. Making these simple women understand the intricacies of financial logistics and operations was not an easy task. Equipping them with sufficient knowledge and awareness of lending, borrowing, the importance of repayment, rotation, etc. was much needed. Therefore, a financial literacy drive was implemented with extensive training, with a stress on how to get 100% interest-free loans, eligibility, and also CCL, VIOS, and preparation of household investment plan, etc. Today, the SHGs have shown self-sustainability by reinvesting their funds and forming an exclusive bank for women. Presently headed by its chairperson, also the president of the SHG Jilla Samakhya, West Godavari. It is a cooperative bank that is fully functional for savings and borrowings of the SHG members. All the village organization and the SHGs have been facilitating towards the mobilization of savings and fixed deposits in Srinidhi Bank. With such a gigantic network, energetic member base and committed district administration in full force, every new scheme found its way in very smoothly. With economic health stabilized in the district, there was only but the most infecting impediment that could cause a catastrophe, putting the development back by ages. Gender crimes such as domestic violence, alcoholism, sexual abuse, and other sensitive gender issues. With crime rate going up, the social security for women in remote villages was a major cause of concern to overcome in this victorious journey of economic growth. This saw the rise of the gender warriors. A deep-rooted and deeply enriched SHG network with more than 6 lakh member base came handy to form the social action committees, an alternative structure using existing resources. The capacity to handle huge number of cases with a widespread topography, to identify, attend and terminate the problems at the root level made the SSCA model of invaluable contribution to the society. This was the road less travelled that yielded results of economic growth and social stability in the district. What seemed impossible for a single woman was made a reality by a group of women. Their poverty and pain united them to be a combined force and fight their way to the top. SHG is shaped as a mechanism by the district administration headed by the District Collector Dr Vani Mohan, that will last for years to come with its positive impact on society as a historic landmark in women empowerment.